Alright, well, this is going to be a little bit new today, so today I'm going to be working on a little segment of what I would like to call Metalhead Manga Review. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to be telling you about manga I'm reading and just overall information about the book, some basic points about the story, and everything else. Today I'm going to be starting with a manga that I pretty much started reading when I was extremely young. I was still in elementary school. This series referred to as Amulet, and it's kind of a mix between like Studio Ghibli kind of stuff and then like Made in Abyss if you're into that. So basically what happens is that first volume of Amulet was probably the first ever volume of manga that I ever read. The story follows a young woman known as Emily and her brother Navin, who, after their father dies in a tragic car accident, later recover inside their own house, which was inherited in the town in the middle of nowhere. And their great-grandfather, who was a stonekeeper, which is kind of like a wizard in this universe, sort of. And his main puzzles that dived deeper into his craft after his wife died. The puzzles look more like toy robots or like kind of mini games rather than like puzzles the way we imagine them. It looks like it's some kind of part of a steampunk Tony Stark sort of thing, if you can catch my drift. And then our main characters find a pedestal with a book on it, and then they kind of push the book aside, place their hand on the pedestal, and then they see that this spoiler warning, an amulet on top of the pedestal. Main character Emily kind of, puts the amulet on. Naturally that's kind of her thing now, and then she later learns from her grandfather that he was a stonekeeper, the captain of the house mech, and then with this house mech that they now have to pilot, and her newfound power, she has to pilot a Victorian steampunk Gundam, basically, with droids on it that looks something out of Walt Disney's acid trip with the personality of droids during the Clone Wars and prequel era of Star Wars. And along this way, a story kidnaps their mother and encounter an older character with dark gothic Lamellard armor who looks like Legolas gone wrong. And when I say that Legolas gone wrong, I was just rereading this, and the whole story is absolutely amazing, but some of the artwork on these pages just looks really, really goofy. Like, I'm sorry. Anyway, and they eventually decide to go through a tunnel to catch up with their mother, who is captured by this sort of spider creature halfway through, but they call their still the monsters known as rakers, which are squids that hide in crevices and their tentacles suck in prey, and they eat them while they're still alive with the spinning rows of teeth that they have, not to mention hundreds of other monsters that lurk throughout this tunnel. The group then adds a harpoon and a arachnopod, the actual name of this monster, that they're capturing the mother, of course, and then after crashing into the forest and the other side of the tunnel, and they recover their mother from the arachnopod. She's stable but very unconscious from the venom inserted from an unknown spike in its abdomen. The crew takes the unconscious mother and transports her to the nearest city, which, if I remember correctly, at the end of this book is referred to as Canales, which I'm pretty sure, which is the nearest city that they have to transport her to, and that's the city that you eventually see in the second book. This has been Metalhead Manga Review with Noted Shredder.